I feel like bro, you truly are transforming.
Hey man, maybe I'm a transformer.
I hope not.
Robots in disguise.
Astronauts rollout. Oh, what?
Robots in disguise.
Guys.
Robots in disguise.
We're gonna stay with you guys for 30 more minutes so Truity can talk to you in his robotic language. That is
Not a live stream that I thought I was
hosting today.
Come on, man. Continue. I can hear you clearly. I don't know why I'm bugging. I can hear you perfectly clear. I'm not sure why I'm bugging. Is it actually that bad? Hold up.
Something's up.
What's going on, Dadley Fair? This controller, dude, I'm gaming a lot, or this controller's dying faster. No, it looked like the controller's just dying faster. Or maybe I'm gaming a lot. It looked like the controller's just dying faster. Or maybe I'm gaming a lot. It looked like the controller's just dying faster. Or maybe I'm gaming a lot.
Yo, JayTech. JayTech. Yo, JayTech. JayTech. Yo, JayTech. JayTech. Yo, JayTech. Yo, JayTech.
Testing. Hello. True Woody collects L's. Testing. Hello. True Woody collects. It was Kick. I'm streaming on Kick too. I understand. Okay. I had to mute the audio for Kick. We're good. Sorry. I normally don't get started this quick on everything. Shit. Let me message her back. Sorry, guys. Sorry. We're good, though. We should be good. Okay. We should all be good. Okay. Yeah, it was Kick, and I don't know what Kick was doing. I'm still streaming on Kick, but at least the audios should be not bouncing off each other live stream. So that was my fault. Okay, so we're all good. Let me message her back. Okay, we're all good. Sorry for the fucked up sound. I wish I would have heard it, but if I would have heard it, it would have just added to the sound. So yeah, at least we're all good. We should be good. Today's stream is about Final Fantasy 16. I'm not a person that normally comes out this early and talks about Game of the Year. I'm very cautious. I wait until the end. Sometimes I don't even associate with the Game of the Year stuff. The farthest I go is recommend something day one. From what I've played from Final Fantasy, it is definitely Game of the Year. I'm still playing, and I'm going to continue to play so I can finish the review, and the review will be in the form of this live stream. So I just got one extra thing to do. Let me just get the audio back on. I didn't even think I was gonna have this many problems switching over from Twitch to YouTube, because everything is still live, and I just clicked off and clicked on, but it still had a problem. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16, in my personal opinion, this is just JayTechTV. It is Game of the Year. It is Game of the Year. I had a whole straight roughly 2 hours with the game today on Twitch, and I saw nothing there that would lead me otherwise. Like, everything is Game of the Year. So the individual that wanted me to add him off Discord, I will let you know, I have no idea who you are, but I cannot add you. You have one trophy and you look real suspect, so you will not be getting added. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but something don't smell right about that. Okay, so respectfully, I don't know who you are. So I've already asked you for your YouTube name, so I can figure out who you truly are, because you're trying to get into the Discord and you're talking about you're a fan and shit, and I don't know who you are. You said it's Zen. Zen, man, where's your other PSN? That is not your only PSN, bro. Something ain't looking right. So you gotta get in contact with me. What's up with your PSN, man? Cause you literally got one trophy. Like, just one. I don't know what that's about. I have no idea what that's about. Maybe you have to hit me up on the DMs and let me know your situation, but something ain't, it don't look right. Back to it. So we good there. Sound is good. Thank you guys for letting me know that the sound is fucked up. Whenever the sound is fucked up, please let me know. It really helps out. Okay, so I'm not fucking up your eardrums. So I've finished the main demo. The music entwined with different special moments of the game, boss battles, normal battles, cutscenes, stories. The music is perfect. It's perfectly matched with the game in every scenario. The graphics, amazing. As far as the combat, it's probably some of the best combat you're ever gonna have once you get used to it. I took all the rings off for today's playthrough. My first couple videos on Twitter, they had the rings on. The videos I showed you the other day, they had the rings on. Today I played through the goblin area all the way to the very end of the beta of the demo, and I took the rings off. I was able to dodge pretty good. You know, I got hit a couple times, but it wasn't like super difficult. So that was good. The skill tree looks great. The different moves you got are amazing. The more you play it, the more you get used to it. Similar to Kingdom Hearts. Like Kingdom Hearts has amazing combat, but the more you play it, the more you unlock, the more you get used to the combat flow. Attention to detail is there. The plus of the photo mode being there, that's awesome. It's just, you don't get stuff like this all the time. You know, you don't get stuff like this all the time. And we got it exclusive, no compromises. The developer took full advantage of the PS5 hardware. I don't know what else to say. It is game of the year. It was some elements in the story. There was story portions in the story that led me to the game of the year opinion. Towards the middle, right? Again, this was basically my second time playing from the beginning all the way up to when you controlled Joshua, and listening to it more, and then getting past that part and beating the main portion of the demo. Let me know, like, this story is really good. You know, just this first introduction chapter, which I'm going to call the tutorial chapter, because there were so many tutorial notifications about how to do this, how to do that. So they did a really good job, like making sure that the tutorial chapter is the chapter that we play in a demo and it carries over. Again, that just, you know, different types of twists and turns in the story. The voice actors are amazing. I don't think it's gonna win Game of the Year. I think it's gonna be between Zelda and Starfield. I'm gonna just be 100% honest with you guys. It's between Zelda and Starfield. Nobody else is getting it between Zelda and Starfield. No. I mean, I'm looking at the situation right now. It has to be Zelda or Starfield, realistically. But I'm going out right now and letting everybody know the true game of the year is this, or Spider-Man. But I have not had hands-on with Spider-Man. I don't know as much about the story as Spider-Man. We're going with this right now. We can always have more than one game of the year, but as far as the Jeff Keighley show, I believe he's going to pick Starfield or Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, and PlayStation fans will be disappointed yet again, and we will know that we have 2, maybe even 3 game of the year contenders. But I'm gonna jump out here before it even happens, and this live stream is here as a record. You know, this live stream is here as a record to let everybody know that, oh, Jay did say this. Oh, he did say that Jeff Keighley was going to give it to Starfield or Zelda. It's going to Starfield or Zelda. It won't go to this game. It won't go to Spider-Man. It's going to Starfield or Zelda. They've already made their minds. We've seen this happen time and time again. We know how they choose their games. It kind of sucks, but you know, you probably played less than an hour of The Last of Us. This is the 10th anniversary of The Last of Us on the PS3, and you probably played less than an hour before the element of the story happened with Joel's daughter, and you just was like, game of the year. It's day one already. We already know it's day one. I already pre-ordered the game. I'm ready for it next week. It goes beyond that. It's like, it's not, damn, this is a game I need right now. This is a game that is game of the year. I know when I get it. I've already played this portion of the demo. This is game of the year. All the boxes are checked. I'm confident that some elements of the story will have a more ironed out frame rate. I heard something about Square Enix maybe releasing a patch later on, but not a day one patch for the frame rates. These are just reports. I haven't heard anything from them. I haven't seen anything from them. I will definitely go look into that. But other than that, game of the year. Game of the fucking year. I mean, Street Fighter got a 92, and they have frame rate problems on PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X, S. So 3 out of the 6 platforms Street Fighter 6 is on, it had problems, and it's still sitting at a 92 on Metacritic for the PS5. So, long story short, even the PS5 version and World Tour mode is having some problems, or I've seen problems. The story's not there, but it is a story, but it's not like it's hooking you like a Netflix series. Like, you can't stop. It's this story is gonna be like that. You want to know what happens next. It's giving me like classic God of War vibes. God of War 1, 2, and 3. You want to know what's happening next. You want to know what the next weapon is that you get, you know, or the next power you get. Goodness. It's just, wow. Viper Reaps Corner with the $4.99 super chat. Once PlayStation started putting out JRPG contenders continuously, it's been pick and all platform game of the year. We know what it is. Exactly. I wanted to just kind of like talk to you guys about the games we got this year, because a lot of people are not kind of like, they're not putting it in perspective. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go on my notepad on my phone, and then I'm gonna talk about the game. I'm gonna put it in a list. Then we're gonna count the number of the games, and then you guys are gonna see something I had talked to True Witty about on the phone yesterday. Optic warfare. Remember that, optic warfare. PS5 2023 console exclusives. I hate that word, but it is what it is. Let's get number 1, which is literally coming out next week, and we've already got our hands on, and that will be Final Fantasy 16. Going to number 2. What is our number 2? Tower of Fantasy. Number 3. Well, don't worry, we're going to show them off. Number 3 is, we got that. Oh, okay. Ether Knights. 4. Helldivers 2. I know I'm missing one. 5. Marvel's Spider-Man. I saw a pattern too. I'm going to tell you guys about it. So Spider-Man hasn't came out in Japan yet, but it comes out on the 16th. And that's the Across the Spider-Verse movie. So Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie comes out June 16th in Japan. The pre-orders for Spider-Man 2, the video game, come out June 16th in around the world. And then the Disney Plus series for the kind of like the documentary of Stan Lee's Marvel career, that also comes out June 16th. There is a pattern there. We know how much Stan Lee loved Spider-Man, and for the Spider-Man 2 pre-orders to open on Friday, the same day as his documentary, and then the same day that Spider-Man launches in Japan, Across the Spider-Man launches in Japan. It is no coincidence. So I had noticed that. I had already kept track of the 2, which was the pre-orders for Spider-Man 2 coming out on the same day as the Stan Lee documentary. But then at the beginning of this week, I had found out that Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse hadn't even launched in Japan yet. It launches in Japan on the 16th of June. So again, a three event day is happening. It's a pattern. So this is what we got. I'm missing one because I had counted 6. I gotta figure out what that 6th one is. Final Fantasy 16, Tower of Fantasy, Ether Knights. I said Ether Knights, and they put Ether Nighty. Okay, Ether Knights, Helldivers 2, and Spider-Man. There's a 6th one. There's a 6th console exclusive. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna keep that open. I think Stellar Blade's getting pushed back. Unless we get information on it by the end of July. I think Stellar Blade's definitely getting pushed back because it's gonna have to come out by August. So let's kind of aim for the end of July, and then we may put that on the list. There was another game. Let me go take a look at our pre-orders and our coming soons. So I know there's other games I'm picking up, but they're not all of them are not exclusives. So we got the pre-orders. I know I'm picking this up next week. Nope. Boy. When y'all see, I could show you some gameplay. Yeah, Ether Knights right there. Ether. Yeah, it is Ether Knights. It's not Ether Knights, it's Ether Knights or Ether Knights. That's day 1. Picking that shit up next week, pre-ordering that next week. What else we got here? I don't think there's any other PlayStation exclusives here on this list. So no, I don't think there's any other PlayStation exclusives. There may be some in the coming soons. Oh, that's not 2023, but I see it right there, and that was that is the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. But that got pushed into next year. Games to wish list. I'm trying to figure out. Action. Nope. So many of these games now. Games to wish list. I think that's what they called it now. Yeah, I think that's what they called it. No. There are some VR exclusives, don't get me wrong. There you go. Helldivers right here. Bro, I think that's gonna be a fucking surprise. Don't worry about it. We don't got to talk about it. They can ignore it all they want. I think that's gonna be a fucking surprise. I think this thing right here is a sleeper fucking hit, man. And I also think that if this game does the numbers I think it's gonna do, Sony gonna pick up that studio. Cause you're gonna have a shooter studio. They went from top down to third person, and it looks like they're very confident about what they created here. The game looks great. Everything that we saw is captured on the PS5. That's a disclaimer and transparency that we don't get from Xbox. Worldwide, you said you might get Assassin's Creed and Lies of P, but not sure. I'm gonna get Lies of P. That's a really good Souls game. I'm just not getting it day 1. But I'm definitely gonna get it. It's just not day 1. Yeah, this game is gonna be a sleeper hit. This could be a sleeper hit. 4-player co-op. You do get to create your own character. You will be able to swap out armor and shit. All of the stuff you were able to do in one, you're gonna be able to do in this one and 2, but it's gonna be more quality. You know, I just wanted to show you guys. I'm gonna go right here. I'm gonna go and take this image right here, and then I'm gonna go over here to my album. Go to where's the Hellblade? Not the Hellblade, Helldivers 2. I had Helldivers 2 footage. I had captured some. I was on there the other day. You mean to tell me I didn't capture nothing? What the fuck? I do it myself. Fuck it. Because I just want to show you a 1 and 2 comparison. So again, this is Helldivers. This is Helldivers 2. This is a Sony IP. This is not it's an indie game and it's exclusive. Nah, this is Sony's game. The developer is not owned by them, but the developer doesn't make anything but Helldivers. They've only contracted with PlayStation. This is the same MO that we dealt with House Marquee. The majority of their games were with PlayStation, from the PS3 all the way to the PS5. The first game they put out on the PS5 got them acquired. They put out Helldivers in 2015. So it was still the PS4 generation. So in 2015 all the way to 2023, that's more than enough time to make a good new sequel. And that sequel looks way better than this. So let me show you what the graphics look like for Helldivers. Now I want you to remember, they had tanks, they had mech robots that you could get inside. All of this is gonna be there, you know. Let me go I'm trying to get the best picture I can get. So I mean, I think this is what it's gonna be. The way the game was, everybody's character was displayed down the bottom, and you would be able to see their guns and stuff, so you could help them reload. Because I have remembered I played it the other day, and I have ran out of bullets. I got 3 trophies for it. I ran out of bullets, and I couldn't reload my gun. Somebody else had to come by and give me the ammo box and help me reload. So I thought, like, the togetherness, the army feeling of it is really, really interesting. You're gonna be fighting aliens. Like I said, they're gonna have tanks. You'll probably be in city settings. It's gonna be a very interesting feel. So again, I just want to go back and do a 1 and 2, because 1 was, we got a desert right here. And again, I want y'all to keep up with this. This is number 4 on the 5 games that are coming out this year that are not on Xbox, not on Switch. This is Helldivers 1. This is Helldivers 2. Helldivers 1, Helldivers 2. Now, Helldivers 1, top down. But again, you can see the robot explosions, killing aliens, guns, all that type of shit. 4-player co-op. Helldivers 2 is going to still have the same thing. You got aliens, increased visuals, third person. Capes look like they have a lot more detail. They're going to be moving in the wind. You got kicking up dust when you're stepping on the ground and shit. I think this is going to be a fucking big sleeper hit. I think this is going to be a sleeper hit. And it's all right. Let them forget that we got all these great games. Let them forget. Because I wouldn't want to be in the crosshairs of the FTC after what we just saw yesterday. So the FTC has filed an injunction against the Activision Microsoft merger or acquisition. It will stand until the very end of June. And as you know, they have to get this deal done before July, or they're either going to have to renegotiate, or they're going to have to pay $3 billion to Activision because of the failure of the deal. It's not that they want to cancel it. It's just they were supposed to have it closed by July. tomorrow to be the middle of June, so they're running out of time. I believe the FTC knew that. Xbox went out there on Sunday, showed the world that they're more powerful than PlayStation, and I think that was just the evidence they needed, because, you know, you do your showcase on Sunday, you know, FTC is looking over all that information. By the middle of the day on Monday, they filed an injunction, and it gets granted immediately by the judge. So it's gonna be crazy. Any jetpacks in Helldivers? I don't know. I do not have a lot of experience with Helldivers. I've owned it, but I have not actually played a lot of it. I was very surprised to see that it was even getting a sequel. I heard rumors about it, and it supposedly got leaked, but with no real gameplay. And I just thought it was fake. And then until, like, again, it got leaked a few years ago. And then this year, we actually saw the gameplay, and I was like, oh shit, what's really going on over here? I want to show the gameplay for Helldivers 2, so you guys can see why am I excited and why I think it's a sleeper fucking hit. They don't have the gameplay video up on their main page. The game was a cross-play title. I always used to confuse it with a House Marquee game, so I thought that I was already playing a game like that called Alienation, which was very similar to Helldivers. And I don't know, I played more Alienation than Helldivers, and I don't know, I kind of hope that they make a part 2 of Alienation, because if it's gonna be third person and it's gonna have that new budget with, you know, better graphics and shit, sign me the fuck up. Sign me up. Let me just show this one time so you guys can see what I see. If you don't see the vision, that's perfectly fine. I can't force you to see what I see, but I see something of a sleeper hit. Now again, when the game comes on, it comes on with Sony PlayStation Studio, because it's their game. This is their IP. So we have to understand what's going on at that specific moment. Oh shit, this is a PlayStation game. You know the quality is going to be off the chart.
That is, unless you make
yeah,
the most
Alienation was
decision
really
of
good.
your life. Prove to yourself that you have the strength and the courage to be free.
It was the tutorial that turned me off in Helldivers. And I feel like Alienation had better graphics than Helldivers. That's just my personal opinion. So I had saw it, bro, and when I saw this, and I watched this over 7-8 times now, and I'm like, we have something very special here. And I love how the industry, I love how even PlayStation gamers, they looked at this and ignored it. They were like, okay, whatever. I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, it's about to be wild. I'm seeing debris on the dude. Like, hold on, man. It looked like you are gonna have, you may have jetpacks. It's something on his back right there. I don't know if that's a jetpack or that's just a foldable gun, but you're gonna have shit on this game, bro. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like I said, tanks, robots, all of that stuff's gonna be there.
We need to build a better.
Hold on, man. I'm trying to find this part right here. Like, this shit right here. When I saw this part, I was like, what's going on here? I already knew the game had guns, lots of guns, but the polish, the reflections, you know, the weather effects. Like, again, y'all, people not seeing what I'm seeing. I analyze all this stuff many different ways. I'm looking at this many different times, and it's like, people sleeping on this game, and it comes out this year. It got confirmed for 2023.
The freedom to encounter.
There's another part I wanted to show off, which shows off increased detail. You know, you're gonna have flamethrowers. Again, like I said, you're gonna have so many different types of weapons to exterminate these aliens.
Sophisticated technology.
Sorry, there's a part that I wanted to show off. where there was blood on the dude's helmet, all over his fucking helmet and clothes. And the lightning strike had reflected that because it put light there. It was dark on that planet. And I was like, whoa, 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 they got attention to detail like that. Like, you're killing the enemies and the debris of the enemies are staying on you. There you go, right there. Look at all that blood. I was like, and it's all over his armor, it's all over his helmet, it's on the other dude's cape and shit. I was like, whoa, 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 what's really going on? And we got people sleeping on this game, and I love it. I love it. People are sleeping on this game. They don't even know it's coming out this year. They're like, hey, we had a bad showcase. The only thing that was good was Spider-Man. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know if Spider-Man was literally the only game that really was good. This game was up there. People slept on it. And it's cool. I can't force you to wake up. Don't wake up. Continue to sleep. It's a day one for JTech. You gonna see that shit plastered all on my channels. It's a day one, bro. I'll let y'all know. But this shit looked like something that... This looked like the type of game PlayStation fans have been asking for. 4-player co-op. Guns. In space. You know? Armor. Capes. Aliens. Like, different planets. Open world. We all been asking for this. Quiet. Crickets. You know?
Sophisticated technology.
I'm fucking with the game, bro.
Make new friends
I'm fucking with the game so hard, man. So I wanted to show you one of the parts I was bitching about when I was just shooting guns. On the first one, I ran out of bullets, and somebody else had to come beside me and help me reload the bullets. So I wanted to show you they have that part in this game right there. Want to zoom all the way in here. You see there's one guy on the left and the other guy on the right. The other guy on the right has an ammo box on his back. He's putting more ammo into the gun that the other guy is shooting, so he can continuously shoot the monster. I've never seen anything quite like it. Like, again, you got blood and guts all on your armor and shit. I think you definitely have jetpacks because it's a lot of different weapons, a lot of different gear that you can equip.
Super Earth has to offer. Become part of an elite peacekeeping force and work together to spread prosperity, liberty, and democracy.
It's a lot of motherfuckers on the first one too.
Become part.
Yeah, this about to be a sleeper hit. This about to be one of them games that people were like, when did they announce that? What's going on? Sony had this? That's an exclusive? They own it? Yes, it's exclusive to PlayStation 5. It's going to PC day and date, obviously, because the first one was day and date. They don't own the studio, but they own the IP. The developer made the IP for them. The first one did above and beyond what they thought it could do. They got greenlit for the second one. Sony was, again, they still own the game. What do you think Sony do? Like, hey, here, take some extra money. You did good on the first one. We want to see what you really can do. Give them the extra budget. Give them the extra resources. Make this. It went from 1 to 2, and look how good it looks. Similar to, what was it called? Matterfall, which was House Marquee's game before Returnal. And it's like, it's a glow up. And then again, after it did good, Sony was right there, acquired. I would love to have an announcement that they acquire Arrowhead, give them a bigger studio, give them a bigger budget, and then we have a manufacturing studio that can produce good shooters. Another one. Because that's one thing I know PlayStation fans want. We want games with guns. And we have games with guns, and Sony owns games with guns. And this one specifically, they still own, and they're still making. That's fucking awesome. Frostbite with the €5 super chat. You said, there's no doubt in my mind that if Helldivers 2 is good, Sony will pick up Arrowhead Games. Think they've been in their sights for a while now. Yeah, and I think that if Helldivers 2 does good, I think we're going to have another studio to own. It's going to be pretty cheap for Sony to pick up, pretty easy. They look like a good group of people. I just started following them on Twitter and on YouTube, and I saw their little celebration, and they just, you know, seeing how happy they were to see their game, man. It's just everything else at the showcase was so mid that people forgot that we had got this, and I feel like it should have got a lot more flowers than it actually did. So we'll see how the other PlayStation fans feel, but this is a day one for me.
Of something larger than yourself.
It's a day one, bro.
Become a hero.
It's gonna be so much fun. It's gonna be so fucking funny. And again, with whatever engine they got, it looks amazing, bro.
Become a legend. Become a Helldiver.
This looks fucking phenomenal. Let's see what we got. Developed by Arrowhead Game Studio, AB. Helldivers is registered trademark of Sony Interactive Entertainment, LLC, and related companies in the United States and other countries. So this is a Sony Interactive game through and through. They own that game. It's right there. It's going to be PS5 and PC. There shouldn't be any setbacks to the visuals. This means it's a full upgrade. The last game was PS4. This game is PS5. It's also on PC, but it is what it is. When Sony acquires Arrowhead, that might not always be the case. I feel like the PC community hasn't really made any chatter about this as well. I don't really even hear a lot of PlayStation fans talking about Helldivers 2. But the first one did good. And we're going to see how good the second one do. Fish and chips, we have to be patient, man. Sometimes we got to get the stuff we don't want in order and support it in order to get the stuff we do want. You know, and I've tried to always tell people about that for a very, very long time. You know, that sometimes, hey, we got to suffer through the stuff we don't want to get the stuff we do want. Yeah, it was like more like an Ex Machina with third person. A much bigger bios and maps. Always Mad Gaming, you said, I want Sony to make a modern day shooter. I do too, man, but again, we're going to have to support the stuff that you may not like in order to get that vision, get that dream that you want. If they see that we don't give a fuck about a different type of shooter, they may not even give us the type of shooter we truly want. I know how hard that may be to understand, but I've been with PlayStation for a long time. I've supported games that I'm guessing you guys would want to come back, like Resistance and Warhawk and Starhawk and even you know, The Last of Us Factions. And it's just like, we had great games, we just didn't have fans to support them. And PlayStation is not about taking that type of a risk to lose that type of money ever again. So it's really difficult for them to do that right now without knowing if their fans are truly right there to support them. I mean, again, prime example, Killzone Shadowfall was a great game to me, in my personal opinion. I know a lot of other people agreed, but people didn't support it. And the message you send to them is, we don't like those games. So they stopped making them. It's really simple. You don't buy the games that are shooters, that they make, that they spend a lot of time and money on, they will stop making them. We are seeing them make shooters now. They may not all be the types we want, but we have to understand a good amount of them we have to fall behind and throw a lot of support. You may not like the games as a service they're about to come out with. Cool. Helldivers, I would tell you to support it. At least we know we can get a studio out of it. And I know how excited people get when Sony buys a fucking studio. So There you go. You know, we already got House Marquee, and they make, you know, look at Returnal. That was a great shooter, and it ended up being co-op, online co-op. So I feel like, you know, getting House Marquee, knowing that they have a shooter base, wow. House Marquee online shooter game.
These came back from a search.
Trying to figure out what the House Marquee shooting game was. Am I spelling it right? I think it's multiplayer. It's gonna be multiplayer. There was an online shooter. There it is. That's what it was. And I think that's one of the reasons why I confuse Helldivers with House Marquee, because I had heard about Storm Divers, and then I knew I thought Storm Divers was a sequel to Helldivers, but I didn't know that the studios were completely different. Storm Diver. So I want to show you this so you can understand that one of the studios Sony picked up based off of our support of one of their smaller games. I mean, it wasn't small to me. It was a big game. You know, Returnal was much bigger than any game they ever did, but we now own a studio that was going to put out a multiplayer game. They have this in their back pocket. They have the skills to do this. And now they have the budget. They have the engine. That's the vision as a PlayStation gamer you have to understand. You have to support the shit you may not want to get the stuff you want. We had a ton of fucking indie games House Marquee made. Some of them did good. A lot of them basically didn't. But Sony continued to give them the chance because they saw the vision. They saw what they were capable of. Until they gave them the chance of a lifetime to make Returnal. Paid off. Sony was like, damn, that's all I needed to know. That y'all can work hard and produce a great game. Pick them up. Returnal looks way better than this. But now look at the skills they learned from Returnal. If they wanted to go and make this game, guess what? It'll be exclusive. It'll be our third-person shooter game with swords and vehicles. You know? Think about that. We had to support a smaller game so that studio could grow, get acquired by Sony, and they may be permitted to do another shooter game online, but it'll be ours. This game was going to be multi-plat. Sony was like, yeah, we don't want you to even fuck around with putting a game on Xbox ever again. They said, don't put this out. Work on this one for us. Put out Returnal. They put out Returnal. They got acquired. They shelved this. I don't know where this is right now, but this is going to be on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. It no longer exists. But, you know, they can bring it back with more polish. Name it something else. You know, because that's Sony's studio now. And that's what I'm saying. We have studios in the bank that can really do some amazing things. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I don't think that fighting games can be game of the year. I think they can be fighting games of the year, but I don't know if I could agree with it just being fighting game be a game of the year, because it's basically giving us the same experience we've always gotten from a fighting game. Now the story can be game of the year worthy, but you know, fighting games, most of the time their story is not that good. Mortal Kombat is an exception. You know, I think Mortal Kombat out of Tekken and Street Fighter have the strongest story ever, especially since 9. Same thing with a racing game. I don't see a racing game winning Game of the Year. I don't think that's right to other games that are going deeper and different gameplay elements and stuff. Yeah. I see this one guy, he's doing comparisons between Forza. He's doing comparisons between Forza and Gran Turismo, and Gran Turismo just it's slaughtering the new Forza. It's just it's not even. Oh, congratulations to Viper Reaps Corner. I see you got the platinum for Persona 4. See, that's something we're never gonna see from Xbox fans. They're not completing any of the Persona games they currently have. So they don't have the Korean language for Starfield. Interesting. So the developers of, and I'm just giving this news out. Maybe I can cut down on the shit I gotta cover tomorrow. But it does look like People Can Fly are working with Microsoft on a new IP. No. Hold on. Outriders Studio, People Can Fly working on new project based on Microsoft IP. I think because I saw the budget was anywhere between 30 million and 50 million, that it's probably a remake or a remaster, and it may have to do with Gears, because People Can Fly has worked on Bulletstorm and other games. So yeah, it may be something like that. Damn. Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, Hogwarts Legacy, not to be forgotten, man. That was truly a great game. Truly a great game. Spider-Man 2, Zelda, Final Fantasy 16, and Resident Evil 4 will be nominated. I don't see Starfield being nominated. Well, Starfield comes out in September, the beginning of September, and it's a Bethesda game. Even though it's not on PlayStation, it's probably going to be automatically nominated. I think you can knock Resident Evil out because it's a remake. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying what is the truth. And you will see in the next couple months, hey, damn, JayTech was right. Like, they're not going to... No. If they were going to take any of these games out that you just named, it would definitely be Resident Evil. They would swap that with Starfield. That's what they would do. Starfield, what do you say, Gregory? You said Starfield, I think will, because it will probably be 60 frames on PC/Steam Deck. No. It'll be 60 frames on a powerful PC. It will not be 60 frames on a Steam Deck. It will struggle on a Steam Deck. I don't know how they're gonna do it on a Steam Deck. You know, that's one of the reasons why it's gonna be 30 on Xbox, because they have to also plan for it being on weaker hardware for PC as well. I mean, the minimum specs are what, 20 something, 60. Let me go see what the specs was. Trudy had told me the graphics card, and I was really surprised about how weak it was for the minimum specs. What are the specs for Starfield?
Here is information from trusted reviews.
Okay, so here we go. Yes. We're looking at the operating system, Windows 10, 64-bit. The graphics, 2080. That's real low. 2080 RTX 2080 by Nvidia. That's very low. Yeah, I mean, it's an old engine. And I think people need to understand, like, Starfield's nothing to really brag about because it's still running on a old-ass engine. It may be a new IP, but it's on an old-ass engine that we all know. And we don't actually love because that engine has a shitload of bugs. It has a history of a shitload of bugs. Okay, now let me go into one more of these articles just to make sure that is true. 8 gigabytes of RAM required, while 16 gigabyte of RAM is advised. So they're telling you the minimum is 8, but it's really not 8. It's really 16. I talked to Truity about this yesterday. I was like, bro, when you get a PC or even a laptop, you shouldn't like look at the type of games you want to play. You need to go above and beyond. So I should have been above and beyond this laptop. I should have spent $2,000 on this laptop. If it was a desktop and my budget was $2,000, I should have spent fucking $4,000. You know, like I'm just being real with you. They said it's good to have 65 gigabytes of free disk space, but I heard it was 120. That's just me. That's what I heard. They're saying 75. I think you should have a lot more than that. You never know. With the DLC and updates, you should probably try to plan to have more than 75 gigabytes of space reserved for Starfield. I know the bird is out there, and I know he's trying to fucking get my attention. Recommend it. Okay, so the minimum for PC is a 6850. AMD Radeon 6850. That's the minimum Starfield system requirements. Well, the recommended is to have a 2070 AMD. So that's what the recommended is. It's still very low. A 2070, like a 2070 is old, right? When did the GTX 2070 come out? Fucking bitch. I fucked that up. When did the GTX 2070 come out?
July 9th, 2019, according to some information I found on Wikipedia.
That's an old engine. That's old. It's old. That's old. A 2080. That's old, and I know it's not very powerful either. Let's go take a look at what that is. If Starfield isn't nominated, I will take the belt. You're not gonna take the belt because there's no way it's not nominated. It's definitely getting nominated. Let's go see what this is all about. 4 years ago. So it's old. It's an old engine. I knew it was an old engine. So it goes 180, then 280, then 380, then 480. So it's old. And that's the recommended. It's like right there. Like, I believe they're doing that because they're like, first of all, the engine's old. The creation engine is very old. And I'm going to go see what the engine is, and then we're going to research on How old is it? What engine is Starfield built on?
Creation Engine 2. According to Rock Paper Shotgun, Starfield is built in Creation Engine 2, a modified and updated form of the Creation Engine that was used for Skyrim, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76.
That's never nothing you want to hear. The same engine, a modified version of the engine that gave us Skyrim, Fallout 4, and Fallout 76. Skyrim had a shitload of bugs. Fallout 4 was not a fan favorite. Fallout 76 is an ugly ass game. When was the Creation Engine 2 created?
Here are some results from the web.
How old is the Creation Engine 2?
These came back from a search.
They're not trying to give me a year. Let me see. 2011? 11 years old? The Creation Engine is from 2011. Part 2, they don't have a date. See, that's the thing. Yes, Starfield is using the Creation Engine 2. And yes, it's newer than the Creation Engine. However, I'm trying to figure out when they created the Creation Engine so we can see how outdated the engine is. You know, the first version of the engine sucked. This one, hey, we'll see. That's 2021, 2022, 3 years. I mean, 3 years ago, that's when they showed it to us. Creation Engine 2 may not let you climb ladders. 2021, October 2021. So I see that it was around 2021 when they finally talked about Creation Engine 2. But if it is a modified version and they've been working on it a lot, you know, a lot like sooner than for a while. It's no way it was 2021 when they created it, right? That's when they showed it. That's when they started talking about it. Well, they get what they get. They made a sequel to the buggiest engine in the world. I'm still curious about this 2080. Oh, okay. It's a test. I'm curious to see what it can do. What a 2080 can do. The Game Awards only goes by Metacritic ratings. Are you... I mean, I guess. Sometimes they make exceptions and they put what they really want in there.
Buy game keys.
More tracks?
Yeah, but they're too round.
So the recommended is the
Maybe one
2080, and the 2080 is barely doing
Oh, now what?
60 frames per second all the time.
This way, boy.
I just couldn't be a PC fan. They have too many drops.
Wait, dear drives.
Like, it's good
They're
to
fresh.
brag about how
way.
high it ever got, but it's like, if it doesn't normally stay at that high frame rate all the time, then what's the whole point of bragging about it?
Trying to find out. I'm easy to talk to.
It looks like Atomic Heart does much better on that. It's doing like 70, 80 frames per second. We're not sure what they had to do to get that, what they had to sacrifice to get that, but if that's what again, it's letting you know how old the engine is. So if this graphics card came out in 2019, and they talked about the Creation Engine in 2021, the Creation Engine is probably 4 years, maybe 5 years old. You know. Yeah, like as far as other bigger games, Atomic Heart is not like super open world, but games that have a lot to do, those are the ones where it seems this engine is struggling to hit 60 at all. So Atomic Heart, it hit above 60. God of War, not so much. Cyberpunk, definitely, it's sitting around 40 something frames per second. So yeah, I mean, if you want to play Starfield on a 2080, which most PC fans have low-ass graphics cards anyway, I mean, by all means do it, but by all means let us know what your true frame rate is. We already know this game running at below 30 frames on Xbox systems, and it will not be stable. Anybody think that shit could be stable, they are sadly mistaken. Yeah, again, it takes two. One, because they didn't want to give it to a PlayStation game again. So they were like, oh, well, who else can we give it to? And they're like, hey, let's give it to an indie. Everybody be happy about that because that game is on all platforms. And that's what they normally do sometimes. It's like, hey, we'll give it to the game that's on multiple platforms so everybody can be happy. Gregory, you say, I personally didn't like it, but I am happy a smaller game can win. Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I played a good amount of it with my ex, and I think it was really good. It's just not good when you don't have somebody to play the game with. So, I think that's my only problem. Graphics were good. The story was good. It was funny. You know, it was fun to play. Had a lot of throwbacks to old school gaming. So, I mean, I thought it was a good game. Did I think it was worthy of Game of the Year that year? Fuck no. Wasn't even think about that game and Game of the Year in the same fucking sentence. But that's what happened.
Home?
They definitely gonna make their money back.
Professor Ronan tends to go on a bit. We sometimes have to remind him to finish the lesson.
Hogwarts! There's my Game of the Year. This game was fucking like that. That was truly was a great game. I feel like it came out way too early because now people try and forget that it even exists. Shit, I forgot the game even exists, and I put a lot of time into it. Looks like Hogwarts is staying steady around the 60 frames, but that's only because he's slowly walking around the castle with not much action going on. It would be nice if people did these benchmarks in the heat of battle, so we can truly see what these graphics cards are really doing. And I want you guys to keep in mind, this is what happens when it comes to PC fanboys telling you, hey, my graphics cards can do this. And like, you should ask them, what does your graphics card do in the heat of battle when you're outside? Like right now, you're seeing a Plague's Tale, Requiem. They're outside. That shit's like below 40. They should have went outside with Hogwarts and ran around so we could see the true frame rate. Not indoors walking slowly.
I liked your new
Lovely, man. The truth always comes out, man. Always. Gaming Grindhouse Jez 7780 GMG is live. I don't know what that is. Please try your best not to promote other people's stuff on my stuff. It is very disrespectful. I could see if me and him were cool, but me and him are not cool. I have no problems against Jez, but we do not collaborate. So probably not the best. Don't do that, please. Try your best not to do that. Let's see. This is Red Dead Redemption, which is an older game if I'm not mistaken. That's a PS4 game. And it's holding really steady. It's really holding steady. I saw it was at 70 just real quick, and then as soon as some more action happened, it started dipping. Again, it all depends on how big and how luscious Starfield truly is, the final release, to see if they could actually run it on a 2080. I know a lot of PC fans probably should have upgraded by now, but I know a lot of them are on a younger side and don't have the money to do so. So, yeah, a lot of them may not be able to run Starfield properly. I'm seeing the frame rates come down a lot lower the more shooting, the more stuff like that explosion made it go down to 58 frames. So I think it's always important for you to test out these benchmarks with a lot of action, not with slowly walking around the town, you know. So below 60. So I think it would be fine at 1080, but no way it will run above that on older cards. Yeah, I mean they said the required is 1080, 2080, but I feel like the required should be a 3080, just so you can really know you can run it. Again, that's just my personal opinion. I feel like you want to go higher than what the recommended is. Man, I feel like the final version of Final Fantasy 16 looks so much better than the demo. It's not like the demo is shit, but it's just I'm impressed with the new build. And now that I played the older build, I understand, like, wow, they really did have a lot of polish.
The situation's changed. Need to know if you're with me.
It's gonna be impressive to see, get to play, and also see Starfield. I mean, not Starfield, Final Fantasy 16.
Pull the trigger.
This DLC coming out in September. It's a lot of games coming out in September. God. Damn, it's a lot of games coming out in September.
くなってます。で、まあ全部に言えるんですけど、何が何かっていうのはないんですけど、
I like Final Fantasy 12. 12 was a really good game.
ファイナルファンタジーというその一つの
Bro, and I love this art. The artwork for Final Fantasy 16 is either the same artist who's been doing it. Like, he's just fucking awesome, man. Can't wait. Damn, I can't wait. That's game of the year. That's fucking game of the year. Let me show y'all something. That's just game of the year, bro. Loading screens on this fucking game are non-existent like that, bro. Non-existent. Like, for real, you can really... Oh, I already knew I was going in for a ball spell. I just didn't know if I opened that door I was. Oh, there she go. And they said fuck everybody. They were like, hey, they were gonna give females true shape, and they were gonna make them look good, and I fucks with that.
And less from you. This is the second time you've bested my sisters. Men of your talents are rare indeed. Why
Harpy.
cast your lot with such undesirables? If it is the hearth you long for, you will find more than enough warmth under my wings.
You know exactly what I want. Hand over the dominant, and I'll leave you in peace.
You would dare to make demands of me.
Oh, fuck me.
Know your place, little lamb. Fool is the shepherd who heeds every bleat of the flock. And I will suffer yours no longer. Must I spell it out for you, Branded? No one is listening. No one at all! Ah! Come, little lamb, to the slaughter with you.
Oh, fuck. I know this is about to be some crazy... Oh, shit. Fuck. Okay. I got this. Oh, fuck. What is that? Oh, shit. Ah. Woo. Shit, she's fast. Fuck. Beautiful. Fuck you, bitch. Fuck. You just showing nothing but projectiles. How you feel about that? I'm trying to get. Fuck that one up. You know what, man? I can do that too, right? Fuck, I missed that one. I dodged that. Got me. I don't know if this is gonna work. Fucking bitch. Almost got you. Almost got you. This seemed a little too easy. I think she gonna have to transform because there's no way. Fuck. Charge. Got it. Beautiful. She too easy. She about to transform. Ain't no way. This way too easy. Oh, she bleeding. Oh, she about to transform. I fucking knew it, man. Something told me she transformed. Oh, Sephiroth. Second form. This bitch about to be even faster. Oh, she's... Oh, fucking ass wipe. Ooh, that hurt. Oh. Shit. Oh, the dog. What are you doing? Oh. Oh! shit. No, not the dog. Oh, fuck the dog, man. God damn it. Care for less if it was a cat, but damn the dog. Fucking bitch. I knew she was fucking too easy. I was. Fuck. Man, just fucking light your dumb ass on fire with fireballs, you fucking bitch. Whoa, 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 whoa. Cut that out, little female Sephiroth. Ah! Good. Oh shit! What is? Oh, just like one of them classic ass boss battles, man. Goodness. I'm trying to fucking shoot this dumb bitch. Fuck! I missed the wing. Come on, Jay, get it. Come on, please. Ah, fuck. Just get staggered already. Get it. $4,000 of stagger damage. What you gonna do? What you gonna? Oh fuck! You want? Man, you killed my fucking dog, you dumb bitch. Tornado. What are you doing? Oh, you about to throw that shit at me? Oh fuck! You evil motherfucker. Rainy will now fall. What the fuck? Get her. Go over there and fuck her up.
Don't touch me.
Fucking tornado. The fucking tornado. Ah! You getting lit the fuck up over here. This music is something godly. I'ma be greedy. Fuck this shit. Ah, fuck. I shouldn't have been greedy. Yeah, that's my fault. Yeah, that's my fault. That's cool. Never be greedy again. Where's that fucking... Ah, shit. There we go. Give me all my potions back. I have to fucking take all of that. What the hell? I didn't mean to do. What the fuck? I got caught by that attack. Very fluid. Am I dead? Okay, is this a part of the... Oh, the dog's still alive? Oh, shit! The dog's still alive. That's a strong-ass fucking dog. Hey, bro. Let's get it. Oh, this is... Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, this is just too much. Fuck her up. Come on, Toby. Fuck her ass up, man. We can't afford to get hit no more. Oh shit, biscuits. Oh fuck. Fuck. Goodness. Come on, fuck her up.
Get him, boy. Don't let them get away. There, boy.
You fucking bitch. I dodged that shit. Fuck out of here, bitch.
You know what to do. Sick of Togo. Get him. Sick of Togo. There, boy. Get him, boy.
Come on. Getting lit the fuck up. Get off of me. I'm not getting caught in that shit again.
Sick of Togo. Get him, boy.
Got you. Oh shit. Hands start sweating. Leveled up. Yeah, maybe. No. Oh, yeah. Leveled up. Whew. That was sweaty. That was sweaty. Yo, what up, people? Cooper Clips, what's going on? Gregory. No, I agree. Better to future-proof. Final Fantasy 16 looks so good. Yeah, bro. Final Fantasy 16, right there, what I just played, that is definitely game of the fucking year, and that's what I'm talking about. It's just... Oh, fuck. Let me put my phone somewhere safe. I cannot afford to fucking break that motherfucker. You know. Need to wipe on my screen, too. Thank God for the screen phone case. But yeah, man, it's the story, it's the music, it's the combat, it's the battles, it's the boss battles. Wow, just something fucking crazy, bro.
You are but a branded.
Why she ain't fully transformed? I could have swore she was gonna transform.
How did you even survive? Ow!
The answer is simple, Benedicta. He was fighting for something he believed in.
Shut up! Why aren't you dead?
We've played your games. Now tell me where he is.
What are you?
Why?
He's having a negative reaction to Game Pass. Fucking bitch. You fucking bitch. You fucking Square Enix. Square Enix literally just gave me a fucking cliffhanger. They're smart, bro. Like, after you play this, you gonna want to buy this game. You gonna want to play this fucking game, bro. You gonna want to know what the fuck happened next, bro. They got some good ass cliffhangers on both versions of the demo. The original one, and then after you beat the first part of the demo, you unlock that one. That one was really good. That's really, really action packed. Wow. Just wow. Never played a demo quite like that at all. Not like that at all. Nothing like that. That's impressive. Like they said, version 1.01. That's impressive. That is an impressive game. What games you want me to add to my library? Trek to Yomi. Add the library because I might get that later. Might download and play that later. I heard it has some problems. I hope they fix those problems. Basketball. Definitely gonna want to get that later. Not getting it now though. Go. How much space you need? 201 gigabytes. You can go fuck yourself. I add that to the. Yeah. Bro, all of the most casual games are the ones that cost the most space. 200. Look at that. Look at that. It say required 201.3 gigabytes minimum. Minimum. Wow. Just wow. Next week, Lorenzo. Yeah, I know, man. I can't wait. This is game of the year. It's my game of the year right now. Hogwarts is also my game of the year, but I'm gonna have multiple. I think by the end of the year, I'm gonna have 3. It's gonna be Hogwarts. It's gonna be. Excuse me. It's gonna be Final Fantasy, and it's going to be Spider-Man. Yep. I don't see Zelda as a game of the year contender. It's more of what you got with Breath of the Wild, but Breath of the Wild easily beat games that were more than qualified. And then Starfield is basically Skyrim in space, borrowing a lot of ideas from No Man's Sky, which got completely disrespected even after they fixed the game. So, again, my personal opinion, definitely don't think Zelda and Starfield deserve it, but I know Zelda and Starfield are going to be the 2 games that definitely get it. There doesn't seem like there is major third-party games that are gonna get it, like a Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And a lot of games got pushed to 2024 already, so Pretty easy, man. You gotta have some PlayStation games on there, like Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man 2. They're gonna be nominated, but they're not gonna win. Not from Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley is not gonna give Game of the Year to Final Fantasy 16 or Spider-Man 2. That's a guarantee. It's going to Zelda or Starfield. Yeah, I know. That's a lot, man. I added it to my library, but I highly doubt I'm going to play it. You know, I can understand how good the graphics look, and, you know, that's one of the reasons why, like, do I like good graphic games? Yes, but they come with the price of how expensive is it going to be for your space. And a game that looks this damn good, it's going to cost you a lot of space. What's going on, Jackknife? Yeah, Lorenzo. Zelda and Starfield definitely won a Game of the Year because of bias. It's nothing like we don't have to wait until September or November to understand that. Like this, yeah. Come on, man. You know what it is. Yeah, you know what it is. Yeah. I like what they're doing with the basketball game. You got the little lobby and shit like Street Fighter, and they did really good. You can walk around the city and stuff, but is it worth 200 gigabytes of my space? Not really. Not really at all. Not even gonna lie to you. Nope, it is not. Wow. Bro, that last fight was wild, bro. I already got 17 gigabytes of Final Fantasy because all the gameplay I captured. This is the footage from when I was streaming on Twitch, when I was fighting her sisters. It's just the battles, everything is just, they thought of everything, man. The music is just phenomenal. It's just, you don't look at this and say it's not Game of the Year. You don't look at this, and you don't play this and say, oh, Zelda's better or Starfield's better. No, it's no way. Both of those games are using either modified engines or old engines of modified engines. Or they're using modified engines of old engines or old engines. And I think Zelda's engine is obviously pretty much more the same. Starfield is a modified version of Creation Engine, and they're labeling Part 2. But from everybody and what we've seen from Starfield, it looks dog shit. It looks bad. This was something fucking special. This was a special, very, very special demo. Like, this shit just looked truly astonishing. Wow. That, again, they got a good photo mode. When I talked to you guys all about, you know, content. You don't have to be a content creator to contribute to the content. Screenshots, you know, you already got photo mode in here, and it looks great when you zoom it in. Video clips, live streams, all that, man. People flooded. They flooded the block with the demo of Final Fantasy 16. Like, can't do that with Starfield because they don't got a beta planned or a demo planned. Jackknife, what's going on? How many people have played the demo? It doesn't matter if you get in the final game, but how many people have played it? Because it's free. That demo is free. My goodness. Mm, mm, mm. Wow. Just wow. Such a phenomenal game. Just so fucking phenomenal. Mm. So that is wow. That is wow. That's definitely game of the year. No ifs, ands, or buts. That's game of the fucking year. Mm. Don't know what this is, but I'm about to go figure it out. Might and Magic Clash of Heroes. Nope.
Welcome to Might and Magic Clash of Heroes.
That's a pass. Anytime they say in definitive edition and you don't even know what it is, it's probably coming from PC. And, as much as I love a good amount of those indies that come from PC, I think I'm more than good without any more of those. I'm good. I'm about to go take a look at Starfield, the Starfield Direct. I'm gonna mute this. I'm gonna go look at the competition real quick just to see if it's worthy. I don't think it's worthy, but I know it's going to get Game of the Year. I know Zelda is gonna get Game of the Year, and I just don't see why. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Character creation. Let's go talk about character creation, because if there's one thing we should all know is that I love creating my character in any video game. But this game... So, the way they look right there look good. Right? Now, look at how good they look when they're in a computer. And then look how good the faces look when it's in the game. Downgrade. Like, I know what they were able to do with Unreal. They were able to do those realistic faces. But they're using a modified version of the creation engine. Still not a lot of emotion on the face. Very stiff. You know, the most you got from this guy was, you know, cheek indents of smirkiness. But other than that, not a lot of, you know, information is being relayed to the player through eyebrows or other mouth. Same thing with her. She just has the same, you know, emotion. It's not going to get any better. And that's one of the things, creation engine. Again, this game is all about story and how you connect with different characters. And it doesn't seem like you're going to get that ability. Now, this black guy's haircut, it's a really good shape up. But again, zooming in, that does not look good. I've seen better from basketball games from years ago and wrestling games from many, many years ago. Again, the Creation Engine 2 is already outdated. It's already outdated. This guy looks like he could be True Woody. He may be True Woody. You know? I mean, I don't make the rules. The rules make me, man. But I'm just saying. It's really, really sad. Like, that is... For a 2023 title, your character should have more emotion. He looks so stiff, basic, and just unresponsive. Looks like a video game character. You know? Video game characters are not supposed to be looking like video game characters anymore. They're supposed to look more realistic. They're supposed to show more emotion. Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get that with Starfield. So how do you feel connected to the story if you can't even feel connected to the characters because they're so stiff? Mass Produce said he didn't play the demo. A lot of your comments are loading up on YouTube. I don't know why. They like doing that shit. You said the lighting is bad. Mass Produce, 100%. I've been heavy on steelbooks lately. Yeah, man. I saw the Final Fantasy 16 steelbook. If I had a physical system, I would definitely go out and try to get that shit because the steelbook for Final Fantasy 16 looks amazing. The back and front have different images and looks great. With all that money they earned, they couldn't hire more people to fix their engine. That's the thing. They don't want to fix the engine because they feel like Xbox people and PC people don't care. It's like, it's more about the reputation. It's like, hey, we're Bethesda. You gotta buy whatever the fuck we put out because we don't put out shit every generation anyway. Like Skyrim is like 11 years old. We got Skyrim at the end of the PS3 generation, right? So you haven't had a real when it comes to Elder Scrolls game in a long time. When it came to 1 second. When it came to Fallout, you got Fallout 4, but people didn't like it. It was outdated. It was already using an outdated engine. Fallout 76, same thing, outdated ass engine. The Elder Scrolls Online, outdated ass engine, looked ugly. You know, they said this is Creation Engine 2. We're gonna continue, but this is not good. Because basically they just got the faces but no emotion. That's all they could actually muster for this engine. Is that, hey, we can get that face, but we can't get that emotion. And what is really weird is that I don't know if you're gonna be able to customize your own face. It seems like they got pre-rendered faces that they taken from real people, and then that's just pretty much all you have to fuck with. I saw people talk about this guy's face for a long time. It's an older guy's face, obviously. You can see the spots are already pixelated. The spots on his skin, because he is an older guy. When you get older like that, you start to have spots on your skin. So the skin spots are already super pixelated. The hair is very, very pixelated. It's like last generation, and I'm not talking about PS4 generation. It's like PS3 generation wrestling hair. It's really, really bad. Really, really outdated. As far as the bump mapping that they got going on with the face, that looks really good, but they didn't go as far as to get pictures, of people smiling, of them really talking. It's like, hey, this is the most we're gonna do here. Like he said, that you can't really customize the face. You can only change hair and stuff like that, and that's it. You can't really do anything else. It's just like the face, mess with the hair, mess with the colors. That's it. So, I mean, I believe that I thought they used to have faces you could customize. But, because all they're doing is hey, the mouth is moving. That's it. Nothing else is really moving. It is the creation engine. It definitely is the creation engine. But the saddest thing about all of this is that the game is running on PC and it looks this bad. The food looks good, so I give them a plus for that. Which is something that long overdue. They've had shitty looking food for a long time, so I'm really impressed with how good the food looks. I'm a sucker for food in video games and water. We're gonna get out of the character creation because they didn't even spend that long on it. It's a lot of glamour shots here. It's just like, hey, look at these graphics. That's pretty much what it is. Your person has a gun, right? And that's cool. but no emotion on that face. Look at that face. There's no emotion, no focus, no anger, no satisfaction. It's just a blank stare. You can tell how outdated it is. Do the visuals look enhanced? Yes, they do. But that's all. With all these other developers making sure that you can see emotion in the character's face, they don't do that, and they're going to get a free pass. That right there is going to suck. Lorenzo Carlson, you said trying to do too much. Yeah, exactly. You're trying to do too much in the world, and you had to cut back on the lifelikeness of different character models or characters. Which Sims? Sims 4? Sims 4 did have good food. Sims 4 did have good food. These right here, these outfits, all of this stuff, this military stuff, I will say it looks pretty. It truly does look pretty. But again, the more you zoom into that stuff, the more you find out that it just looks good from far away. Again, we're in an area where Digital Foundry is going to look deep at this, and all of this is running on PC. So I'm going to be very interested on how this looks when you're running around on Xbox. I saw something. Hold on, let me see if I caught it. Oh, I saw a flag. You said that shit looked like a PS3. God damn. That's fucking disrespectful to the PS3. But I get you. Maybe say 360. Sims had better food. Trying to do too much. Yeah. I feel like they're really trying to do a lot. And the thing is, on PC, this may be very possible. But on Xbox and Xbox Series S, and Xbox Series S and X, I'm not sure how possible this is, even if you downgrade everything to 30 frames. I heard they didn't have stealth animation, so that's why they cut the video like that. Also, whoever's playing the game, they got this shit on super easy, or the AI is super stupid. Because they're taking out the AI, and the AI is not even shooting one shot at these guys. And I think King Thrash was correct that the grenade disappears and before the explosion, and then after the explosion is done, the grenade is either there or something like that. Like they went through this quick, but at the end of the day, it was just like, you cut out all the developer diary stuff. It was like, I guess it would be about 25 minutes of gameplay. But as far as like straight stuff, like that's the thing. It's like as soon as you zoom in, that's when you like, you don't, and I'm not zooming in a lot, by the way. Like I would zoom in more than this if I had the game and it had photo mode, but you can already see like textures are not as good as other games. Man. And of course they released another Xbox controller. The Xbox fans are buying. They won't buy the game, but they will buy this controller. They'll buy the controller, but they won't buy the game. I think it's very important that they made sure they had a lot of gunplay, because that's the only true reason Xbox fans are gonna play this game. They love shooting people, and I think that's, you know, outside of the story, they're gonna have fun shooting people. I don't know how long that lasts, but I highly doubt an Xbox fan is competent enough to understand the story of Starfield or want to actually experience what the game has to offer. But they will like shooting things, so that'll be good. Devontae, you said the suit models look detailed. Headbutt somebody with a helmet with a gun is crazy. Yeah, that is weird. I did see that. Oh, content creator. I already know him. I had saw him on another game. I think it was Hogwarts, and he had already let me know that he actually gets paid to do his content. So it makes sense that he would actually get paid to wear the Fallout jacket and then do this content. If you watch this on YouTube, it'll say paid. It says 30. I don't know, bro. Like, it's gonna be interesting to see how the game runs on Xbox, because everything we saw was running on PC. They have not confirmed it was running on Xbox, so we already know it's running on PC. Because Bethesda is a PC company first, that shit was running on PC. So I think it's gonna be a Cyberpunk situation that closer to launch we'll see the truth come out, or maybe not until after launch we'll see the truth come out. So it is what it is, man. It sucks, but I would really like to see right now what it looks like on Xbox. I'd rather play Shadowfall on PS5 60 frames before that. Shadowfall. Man, Shadowfall looks way better than that. Man, and I mean, that game is like almost 10 years old come next year. Oh no, this year, right? Yeah, it's 10 years old this year. Shadowfall. And I don't even know if I got any footage of that. Thanks for reminding me. That'll be a nice comparison. There it is right there. I got a gigabyte of Shadowfall footage and stuff. Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, it's true. I mean, Shadowfall from 10 years ago looks better than No Man's Sky. I mean, not No Man's Sky. I mean, Starfield. And I mean, it's all because the engine is still, the engine is newer than the Creation Engine. They call it Creation Engine 2, but it's a modified version of Creation Engine. And that engine is like 11 years old. This game is 10 years old. But it's an engine that is very versatile, and it was already good. It was already ahead of its time when it released in 2023, you know, with Killzone Shadowfall. I feel like they had a lot more work to do with Horizon Zero Dawn, but we truly got to see the Decima engine at work with Death Stranding and Horizon Forbidden West. I think those two games really took advantage of that engine, and of course, Killzone Shadowfall. Yeah, this game and its engine was ahead of its time. It was nothing quite like this. Like nothing quite like this. Again, there was so much detail, like shooting, like you got bullet holes that all had different shapes. Every bullet hole had a different shape that I shot in this wall. You could actually see the bullet hole. You know, like it was completely on a different level. Again, 10 years ago, and it's just like, bro, it was on a different level. It was on a completely different level. So I don't think that Bethesda is ever gonna want to create a game that looks realistic like this with this type of engine. as long as the PC fans are gonna fix shit for them, and as long as it's a first-person shooter at heart, and that's enough for people to buy the game. I feel. I don't think you really have to do much. Your name is Bethesda. People gonna buy your game, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I mean, and this is funny because these are pictures I took on my PS5. And if you know anything about this game, it never got a true upgrade, like a pro update. So the game is running like what, 1080p, 60 frames on multiplayer. It was in a single player that I think it ran at a higher, like what was it, 60 or was it 1080p 60 or was it 4K 60 on single player? But I think the single player was 30 frames. And then with the PS5 update, it ended up, they boosted it to 1080p 60. But the multiplayer, running that multiplayer on the PS5, it looked, again, truly phenomenal. Like, it truly looked amazing. This was a screenshot that I had taken after the update on my PS5, and it looked really, really good. Yeah, it was, I mean, it's just like, hey, bro, you can't make this shit up. This old-ass game holds a candle to a new, unreleased game. Like, wow. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Yeah, I think I got, you know, I got all my footage, you know, from Tony Hawk all the way to Infamous Second Son. And Tony Hawk was great too because it was a remake and it was done in 4K 60 on PlayStation 5, and it looked just amazing. Truly, the shadows, the frames per second, the puddles, the reflections, everything was really good on Tony Hawk. Let me go see where Infamous is. I know I have Infamous. I never delete Infamous because Infamous is truly just fucking, again, they were able to do so much with Infamous when it came to 4K 60 and HDR, you know, and reflections. It was just, it's still one of the most crisp games I've ever played. And even when it came to character models, it had some pretty good detail for back then. I think next year this game will be about what, 10 years old next year? Yeah. No. Truly just fucking awesome. Like, PlayStation games stand the test of time. You know, in every sense of the word. Like, it's just, they're on a completely different level. You know, goodness, man. Decade old, man. And look at how good it looks. You know, wow. Can't say that about every game. You truly cannot say that about every game. So, Final Fantasy 16 gonna be a great game. You know, I can't wait for it to come out. It's gonna definitely be a Game of the Year contender, in my personal opinion, but I don't think it's gonna win. Yeah, I saw the cars in the distance look amazing too. You know, I was on Days Gone the other day, and Days Gone looked amazing too, especially running on PS5 at 60 frames. And it being such a big open world, it just, again, phenomenal 60 frames, flawless, no dips, just, again, the trees, the grass, the blood, all of that stuff is just really, really good detail. So PlayStation Studios really take advantage of the hardware, and if there's an exclusive game like Final Fantasy 16, they're gonna do all that they can do to take advantage of it, because it's an amazing piece of hardware. So it's only right for you to take advantage of it. I mean, even when we come over here to Blue Point's game, which was Demon Souls, just want to get a good shot, because all of them are good shots, but this game looks, Like, this is on a better level than Starfield. Like, I'm saying, if I want to embarrass Starfield, I can, but it's gonna embarrass itself because it's going to be compared to other games. As long as it stays in its own lane and stays inside of its own bubble, it'll be cool. It'll be the best Bethesda game ever. It just won't be the best game ever. Because once you compare it to something else, it's just not going to hold a candle. Like, look at the face my character is making. And look at how realistic this face looks. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Is like, it's on a different level than what they're doing. And this game came out in 2020. This game is now 3-4 years old. And the faces are more realistic. Their hair looks better. And the game is older. I can't agree with that. The OG Demon Souls compared to the remake does not look like, no, it doesn't look like the same game. And trust me, I went back to play the OG Demon Souls to get some comparisons. No. You're talking to a guy that did his test and everything. It's not on the same level. Wish I could agree with you, but I'd be lying to myself if I did that. God damn, bro. All they have to do is make maybe the next Starfield, like the next Bethesda game, need to switch over to Unreal. Like, especially if Starfield has any bugs and glitches. We're not talking about 1 or 2. I'm talking about any. Because we know their games are known for bugs and glitches. So, we're going to see. Somebody gotta make a compilation of bugs and glitches for that game. Goodness, man. They were on their thing when they did this game, man. They truly were like, yeah, we gotta I don't know what they were out to do. Like, they did a great job, but they were truly motivated when it came to the faces. Like, unlike anything you ever saw, man. So much detail, so much care, so much passion, so much love for this game. Oh, okay. You said better models than Starfield. Possibly. I know this version of Demon Souls definitely giving Starfield a run for his money. And, you know, obviously you've been looking at my character for a long time, but even the supporting cast, you know, these characters look more lifelike, more emotion on their face, better hair, better textures, better lighting, you know. I'm letting you know, man, like, it's wild, but they were doing something here. They were truly doing something. They were on their fucking shit. Goodness. Such an amazing game. Wow, man. That was a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful game. So beautiful. Man, PlayStation, in all honesty, they really got some games out here that's just like, they're on a whole nother level. Like, they got some on a whole nother level type games. Like, The Last of Us Part 2 looked amazing. God forbid they make a remake or remaster this shit, because it already looked amazing. It's just, again, you want to talk about faces. PlayStation got the best motion capture studios in the world. And when you see these characters' faces in these video games, they're on a whole nother level. They're on an award-winning level. When you have a casual walk into the room and look at this, they cannot tell if it's real or a video game. And that right there that's what it's all about. True Witty with the Starfield super chat. What's going on? But hopefully they use like an Unreal Engine, because I like what they've been doing with Unreal Engine 5 with the facial capture. I think they could really do some great shit right there. I was out here taking pictures of fucking food on God of War Ragnarok. Food, pie. I don't even know what type of pie that was. Game of the year right this bitch. Wait up, didn't they? They didn't even give this game of the year last year. What did it go to? Elden Ring? Yeah. It didn't even go to God of War. It went to Elden Ring. That's crazy. Wow. That's right. Elden Ring did win Game of the Year. It was literally, it didn't even do more than Dark Souls. Like, it was not the best looking game. They did not overdo anything. Wow. That's why I'm saying I believe Starfield and Zelda are going to win. I don't think it's about graphics. I don't think about story. I think it's about who you already know going to win. And it's going to be Zelda or Starfield. Y'all going to come back to this live stream and say, damn, Jay was right. He was saying that shit months ago. It's going to be Zelda or Starfield.
Starfield might win it, though.
Then Starfield wins it. Either one. I don't care which one. Either one is going to win it. One of those are going to win it. It's not going to be Spider-Man. It is not going to be Final Fantasy 16. It's not because I don't believe they're Game of the Year worthy. It's because Jeff Keighley it's his show. And we don't always know all the judges. We get an idea of who some of them are. I know Greg has been a judge for a couple of times, but I don't have a list of judges. I don't know.
I think they're all the same.
Well, I don't know. I don't even know the rest of them. I know Greg is there. And I don't know anybody else that is judges. I would have to go do the research, and I'm not going to do that. That'll be somebody else's responsibility because I do too much research as it is. But I know Greg's there, and I know what's going on with Starfield right now. And I feel like it is the game that is, again, it's like the next Zelda. Like, it's the talking point. You know? There's a game that's playable, and there's a game with photo mode on. And it's you know what I'm saying? It's a game you can criticize. It's a game you can analyze. And it's completely, you know, well, it was being overlooked until Monday late in the evening, until everybody just started playing nothing but Final Fantasy demo. But from Sunday to midday Monday, everybody was talking about Starfield. You know? I don't have a lot of images. I do not have a lot of images of No Man's Sky. But one thing I will say about No Man's Sky, goddamn, running that motherfucker on a PS5 at 60 frames, it's almost like a game you never fucking seen before. You know? And I did pick up a lot of guns though. Like there's a good amount of guns. I like the machine gun I got, but there's a lot of guns on that game. Like some people don't think it's a gun type of game, but it is. You would just have 3 different types. Like there's one for killing. There's
it doesn't say who specifically are the judges, but it just says the publication they're from.
Yeah, and I guarantee you, some of them are from IGN, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, it's gonna be Starfield or Zelda. Viper Reaps Corner with the $1.99 super chat. You said game of the year will be everybody wins game, but what game is that? There hasn't been a multi-platform game except for Hogwarts, and I know they don't want to give it to Hogwarts. So with all the Pride situations going on this year, I highly doubt they're going to give it to Hogwarts. So what game is out here that's on all platforms that is really, really good. I think all multi-plats are getting pushed back to the end of the year. Or next year.
It will be Starfield. And the reason why it will be Starfield.
It's gonna be Starfield. There's no reason for it to win, but it will be Starfield. I'm just letting everybody know. My personal opinion.
No, I
Final
doubt
Fantasy 16 is fucking game of the year. Armored Core, no. No, that's not gonna win. That game's gonna flop really, really bad.
I think y'all under I think y'all giving Armored Core a little bit too much hype over because it's freaking what you call
That's
it.
one person. It's not y'all. That's one person. Lorenzo Carlson. That game is going to flop. It's by the people to make the Dark Souls games, but I don't think the Dark Souls people are gonna buy that. Yeah, they're not gonna buy that game. I have nothing against Armored Core. It's just I call it how I see it. I can't be nice about telling the truth. The truth is an ugly thing, and the truth is the people that claim to love that developer is gonna allow that game to flop. The developer had enough money. The developer had enough money from the Dark Souls games to make another Armored Core, but it's obviously not the next game that people wanted from that developer, and they're gonna find that out.
Said, this guy said Nintendo Zelda's winning because of popularity, but then again, Starfield is gonna be popular just as well.
Spider-Man's more popular than both.
Yeah, but Spider-Man is a superhero.
I know,
so it's
but
obviously gonna.
You said popular. If we really are looking at popularity, it will be Spider-Man. But it's not about popularity. It's about bias. This Nintendo Switch is like the last.
Starfield has a release date.
Yeah, it's September, and it's not getting pushed back. It's coming out in September. It doesn't matter what the condition is. It's coming out in September. What I do want is for them to show what the game looks like running on Xbox, because I guarantee you we've been looking at PC footage because it looks too crisp. I looked at it in 4K. It looks too good. It looks too good, and it's obviously 60 frames. Spider-Man more popular than Zelda. Dante. Spider-Man is more popular than Zelda.
I don't know if you're joking, Gregory, but Starfield is not a dark horse.
What is a dark horse? What are you talking about?
Dark horse is a comic. You know.
I don't think he's talking about that. I think he's talking about the term dark horse, not the comic book dark horse.
Okay. The media may love FromSoft. The media loves FromSoft, but they don't know FromSoft history.
So the definition of dark horse is...
The media let a lot of FromSoft games die in the past until they came up with Souls games. So they don't love FromSoft. They just love both Souls games.
Yeah, they love the Souls games. They don't love FromSoft. They're fake. A lot of them are fake. Yeah.
A lot of FromSoft games fail, but they
I'm gonna tell you right now. The people that went out and supported Elden Ring didn't go support Demon Souls Remake. They didn't support Dark Souls 3, 2, 1, or the original Demon Souls or Bloodborne. Because all those games sold like shit. They're celebrated, but they didn't sell. Like the last update we got for Bloodborne is 2 million, but everybody and their mother loves it. How does that make sense? You know? Yeah. The people that claim to be fans of what's it, From Software, they're the fakest motherfuckers in the world, man. Because they do not support all their games. They do not. So Dark Horse is a candidate that not a lot of people know, but is gonna win or something, I guess. So I guess that's what he's saying about Starfield. I think a lot of people know Starfield now, but I agree with what he's saying because it's gonna be up to the PC community and the Xbox community to buy it. It's kind of like most of the people
industry needs for Xbox to win. Why do you say that?
Yeah, they do, because Xbox has been on a losing streak forever. And again, I said it before, it's not a real win for Xbox. Huh?
Yeah, but they need to win when they actually have a reason to win.
Yeah, I mean, but I
here's the
agree
thing,
with what
though.
he's saying.
I think
The industry wants Xbox to win. We don't give a fuck. We don't matter. But the industry, did you see their reaction to the showcase? It was completely different than what we were like seeing. Like now that we've had time to process and analyze, we know that it wasn't as good. And now with all these stupid interviews, like what's his name? Matt Booty coming out and say, you might have 18 months to wait to see State of Decay 3 and Perfect Dark. Why even talk about that? No one was even talking about those two games. You could have had a clean W, but you're reminding people of games that you refuse to show. Like, you see what I'm saying, True Witty? Because you said 18 more months, right?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't see anything of that shit last year or this year. So you add all of that to the 18 months you're telling us that we have further to wait. That's a long fucking time.
More waiting after they've waited for a long time.
So he could have just had a nice interview about the stuff right then instead of talking about stuff that people probably that would sour the W. And I feel like their interviews, Phil Spencer's interview as well yesterday about giving an explanation on why games in Japan don't come to Xbox. Like, it's stupid.
I think Dark Horse only makes Hellboy, but I think they also make don't they make other stuff as well?
They make a lot of stuff. You can
they make a lot of other comics.
Go Google Dark Horse comics and you will see.
Yeah, I've seen other comics from Dark Horse that isn't just. I think they're the one who made Heat Grow too. Heat Grow. But then again,
I must say something that's very controversial, and I won't walk it back at all. That's a Bethesda game, Starfield. That's not a Xbox.
No, that is really a Bethesda game.
I feel like people need to get that shit straight. Everybody's about to give Xbox a W for something they inherited. They didn't create. They didn't think of that idea. Like they said, that game's been in development.
That was a Bethesda game that's a 25-year-old Bethesda idea.
That's what they're saying. It's been in the making for 25 years. Well, you just finalized the acquisition last year. So that confirms that it wasn't your shit. You own them, but you didn't make that shit. It's like Sony. Yeah. Sony don't own Arrowhead, but Arrowhead created Hive Divers. Helldivers. And Sony owns the IP, right? But they didn't make it. And they don't own the person that makes it. So all we can really say is, hey, that's a Sony IP. You can't say a PlayStation dev made it. Now, I believe if the game does good, they're going to buy Arrowhead. And they're going to give them a big-ass bonus, and they're going to get a brand new studio, and they're going to get a lot of fucking employees, and they're going to make even better games. But
Final Fantasy IX remake would be traditional difference from Final Fantasy 16 Square Enix. Speaking of Final Fantasy IX, because I'm just reading the chat, my bad. I know you hate that shit. But what freaking Final Fantasy after 7 does anyone even want to come back? Because I heard Final Fantasy 9 is next, but I've also heard of Final Fantasy 10. Like, what I mean?
In my personal opinion, I'm just talking about popularity here. I thought 10 was more popular than 9. And I know that Square is focusing on the more popular ones.
It sold more.
Yeah.
It sold more.
So, they're already doing 7. And when they're done with 7, they're going to go to 10. Because by the time that they are done with 7 and they go to 10, 10 could be even older. So they're going to go to 10. But I think they can easily get 9 out the way because the art style, right, for that game is the characters look really good, right?
Hey,
but the background was not the main focus, and it was kind of flat. So I feel like they can get a 9 remake out the way if they do something with that. I feel like it'll be easier to do.
It'll be quicker to do as well.
If they do it like that. But if they make like a true remake and they make it open world and shit, you know, it may take a longer time. So it really all depends on what type of remake and remaster they make. You see what they did with Persona 3? What if they make it like that? It's like it's a remake, but it's like you're not doing a lot.
It's a remaster as well. Yeah, it's in between.
Yeah. So if they do a remake remaster, I feel like they can get that out before 10.
Yeah, but Square Enix normally goes well beyond what they need to go to. Like, I think if they did that, they'll probably redo all the models, all the areas, and just like make it just the way it always was. They probably might not make it turn-based, but they may leave all the areas just the way they are, open, and not just linear as it is. And you still have areas you go to, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Open areas, like just like the Calmlands. If you remember the Calmlands, I don't know if you do.
I don't remember my foot, so I'm not gonna. Don't remember.
But 8 is actually really good. I hear what you're saying, Zen. 8 is actually really good because you said 8 superior, but
Man, I think Starfield gonna have No Man's Sky developers end up making a part 2, and I don't think people want that. I don't think they want that, man. Cause that shit definitely going. You know what's gonna happen with that, right? That shit gonna be exclusive, just like the first one. But I think Sony gonna lock it down permanently. Because I know they helped a lot with the first one and they kept it exclusive for at least a year or two. And I think that if they do a second one, because we're not gonna get Starfield ever. So I think that the next No Man's Sky is gonna be a permanent PlayStation exclusive. They're gonna fight fire with that situation. I haven't heard the developer talk about Starfield, and I haven't heard Starfield developers talk about No Man's Sky. So
hey, no, they did on that interview. He said, I think what did he say on that interview? He said something about they're saying that how No Man's Sky they have the similarity with the gathering of resources, like how No Man's Sky did it and stuff like that. And I think Todd Howard said it wasn't his intention to make it similar. It's just the idea that they had at the time.
Damn, man, I didn't notice we had this many Persona games on PlayStation. We got Persona 4 and 3. Oh, these was the ones they put on there last year, right?
Yep.
Why the fuck would they put 3 on here when they was gonna remake it anyway?
I don't know. I don't understand that. I don't understand their mentality, bro. I don't understand where they. It's stupid because now no one's not gonna buy this because
I'm not buying a new one because I don't fuck with Atlas fucking with Xbox like that. I don't fuck with that, bro. That right there, and that ain't it. That ain't it. But I will say 4 was good. I love 4, and I might want to get 4. But I kind of wish if they gonna do what they doing with 3, they might as well do what they doing with 3 with 4, because 4 was the better one, bro. 4 was the best. Out of 3, and yeah, out of Persona 3 and 4, I like 4 way more.
At this point, do you think 6 will be exclusive?
I don't know anymore. I mean, I heard that as a rumor, but I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're in bed with Microsoft too much that 6 will just be a straight multi-plat. And the only way it would actually be successful on Xbox is if they can get that contract for Game Pass. So I don't see 6 being exclusive, even if people are spreading rumors that it will be. They're in bed with Microsoft a little bit too tight. Just don't see that as a possibility going forward.
Mass produced says fucking remake the PS1 trilogy and add voice acting. What is he talking about?
The original Personas that you don't hear about anymore. They came out on the PlayStation 1. Persona has been exclusive since the PlayStation 1, and I think if anybody knows the history, you can understand why I'm a little frustrated, because it's literally like you're giving the middle finger to the original fans by even pretending like that game was going to be exclusive to Xbox this Sunday. That was fucking completely disrespectful to your fucking fan base. And you could have lost a lot of sales for that. We don't know. But you could have lost a lot of sales for that. Like, being honest, man. Like, just really, really fucking stupid. If there's one thing you don't do, don't give you a middle finger to your fans. Don't do that.
That's why Square Enix isn't doing it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I'm about to go take a look at this AEW ladder match with Big Show, and I don't know who that guy is. I think it's that little midget guy. He's not a midget, but he's very short for a man.
No Final Fantasy 78. What?
Oh shit. My boy Big Show. Oh, look at that elbow drop. Big Show off the fucking ladder. Goodness. Bro, I cannot wait to pre-order this next week. I am all in on AEW, man. I'm all in.
PS1 Square Enix JRPGs are the GOAT. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie about that. Man.
Yeah, Square Enix is the GOAT, man. And one thing I say about Square, they won't give you the middle finger. They haven't given PlayStation fans the middle finger since the PS3 360 gen. But other than that, they've been like, oh, okay, we know our fan base. We know where they're at. We're not going to fuck you guys over. You know? Like, making Final Fantasy VII exclusive is one of the reasons why the game is so popular right now. If it was multi-plat, it wouldn't have gotten the same praise. It wouldn't have gotten the same sales. Guaranteed. It just wouldn't have had that fucking special effect. You know? Persona has been exclusive to PlayStation for 4 generations. And now you change it up because, hey, that Game Pass contract. They must be paying at least hundreds of millions of dollars in total for all the contracts for Sega and Atlas over the last 3 years. It had to have been a shitload of money. Hey, bro, they showing like the full wrestling menus and user interface for AEW right now. Looking great. Oh, the character roster. I like how they do it. It's kind of like an arcade when you scroll down. Don't scroll across. And you get a preview of the other character too. 3 dimensions. Wow, that's nice. Give me a little bit of Mortal Kombat Injustice 2 vibe. That's interesting. That's really fucking interesting. It like truly, man. Wow, I cannot wait to fucking play this game, man.
It looks like an arcade fighting game.
Yes, it does. I need this game, bro. This is day one. I'm hoping between now and next week we get a deep dive on the character creation. Hopefully.
When is it coming? Is it in
I think
July,
it's the
right?
29th of June.
June.
This month.
Oh no! Oh no! I can't do that. Not this soon.
Oh, you already told me you can't do it. Yeah, it's coming out the end of this month. I've been told you that. I said it's coming out at the very end of June. I said that's why I said I was gonna get it on my next paycheck next week. Get this out the way and eat the nights. And I know eat the nights in September, but I was like, I'm gonna get it out because it's only like $27. I was like, man, let me just knock this shit out because you never know. You know, they might do another state of play and actually show us Stellar Blade, which I think is gonna be pushed back to 2024. They do got Final Fantasy. Bro, what's funny is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth is literally sitting in the beginning of next year, bro. I don't think anybody truly wants to go up against Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I don't think you that stupid. No,
I'm right back.
Oh, yeah. I don't think anybody that damn stupid. Nah, Final Fantasy could do some stuff.
I'm right back.
Okay, man. I'm gonna go look at some AEW. Old Final Fantasy VII remake trailers had a pic of a Parasite Eve in it. I remember that. I don't know what they want to do with Parasite Eve. I would love to see Parasite Eve come back. But I remember the last time it came back, it didn't sell a lot. People were excited, but it just didn't sell. I think people need, game developers and also fans, they need to understand there's a difference between hype and, sales, and if something can sell. I feel like they confuse it a lot. Like, hey, something that's hyped up doesn't always mean it's gonna make a lot of money. The Time Shift Warrior. They had another showcase or something. God, they're having way too many showcases. Rebirth gonna push Final Fantasy VII sales early. Yeah, I know. That's a good thing that it's coming early next year. I still think that PlayStation 5 can be at 50 million by the end of this year. Or at least the end of this month. I feel like, because I think it was it was 30. I don't know. It was 38, 39, or was it 40? I gotta go check it out. But I think it'll be well beyond 50 million by the end of the year. Okay, so now that I'm finished Final Fantasy 16 demo, I'm gonna have to go back to Street Fighter, finish that campaign, and try to knock out some of those side quests along the way, and get back on Cat Quest 2 and try to see what I can do, or maybe dive into another back catalog, because next week Final Fantasy 16 comes out, and it's just gonna be me in that game, and every other game is gonna get ignored again, and it's gonna be weird, but it is what it is. Okay, that's a PC only game, bro. I just want to see the new build of Final Fantasy 16. I'm really anxious to see the new build of Final Fantasy 16 to compare it with the demo. Let me see if Digital Foundry did anything. I know they did Street Fighter a few days ago. Yeah, they ain't doing anything new. They said a true next-gen showcase. Digital Foundry Direct Xbox 2016 showcase, the best show of the summer. Oh, fuck out of here. You said the best show of the summer? Goodness. What did they truly show that was gameplay though? That's the thing. I could agree, but most of that shit was cutscenes, pre-renders, in-game cinematics. Nah, bro. Nah, this is why I had to unsubscribe from Digital Foundry, because I can't rock with them all the time. I barely rock with their analysis. They just really be out here saying some off-the-wall shit for people that we're supposed to call professionals. That's wild, bro. Said, goodness. The best show of the summer, man. What the fuck? What did they show us, man? More cinematics and 2024 release dates? Or release years? Can't call them windows either. Yep, it's on 2 disc. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Mortal Kombat 1, with the amount of gameplay they showed on stage, that shit stole the summer. that was like, that's a real, like, you really showed us, you know? You didn't like, oh, okay, here's some cutscenes, here's some pre-rendered and in-game cutscenes and cinematics. Nah, man, we watched that shit, and I watched it multiple times. Like, once you start to really analyze that stuff, you see that they didn't really show you a lot. Oh my goodness. I gotta get back on Street Fighter. And I may catch a movie or something. I don't know, man. I wanna see what movie's out. I don't know any good animes that are available right now for me to catch up on, because I've already finished new episodes. That kinda sucks. I'm heading off, Jay. Bye, Jay in chat. Okay, Ice Queen, we about to get up out of here too, because I'm about to go play Street Fighter, because I gotta get through this campaign. It's weird that I got like 60% of the fucking trophies and I haven't beaten the game yet. Like, literally, I got 60%. Look at that. I have 60% of the Street Fighter 6 trophies and I haven't beaten the game yet. Fighting Ground, I have 84%. And then the World Tour, which is the campaign, I only have 38%. And I'm only missing the gold trophy right here for all the... Oh, I got a new percentage? Oh, I got 6 out of 22 side quests complete. Okay. I need to get a gold trophy for this, and then the silver trophy for just beating the story. And then I get 100% in the World Tour. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with Street Fighter 6 as far as platinum it, because like I said, you can't platinum the game because they didn't even open up tournaments. So it's sitting at 0.0% because the tournaments are not open. So I can't commit to a platinum. So if you're planning on asking, hey Jay, are you gonna platinum the game? I don't know. I don't know. There's some other trick trophies, you know, or time consuming trophies like these two, the popularity ones, which means you have to be on there almost every day and maybe somebody gives you a thumbs up. You need 200 for the silver trophy and you need 600 thumbs up for the gold trophy. So that's gonna take a while. Then all the other trophies I got, and then what's this right here? Ever try ranking challenges at the game center? I don't even know how to get that trophy. I don't even know what that is. The description, one thing I will say, Street Fighter 6 has the worst trophy descriptions ever. They give you the keyword related to the trophy, but they don't give you the true description on really how to get it. So, yeah, man. Also, this one's a difficult one too. Extreme combat training. You have to do 20 right there for that one. And then you have to have 20 victories. So, I did 1 out of 20 matches and I won 1 out of 20. So, I got to do 19 more. Now I'm gonna go to, what is it? I'm gonna go to the fighting grounds and see if it counts, but I highly doubt it does, because when I got that trophy, I got it from the Battle Hub. But they do have extreme matches over here. So I'm gonna see if it counts. I highly doubt it will. I hate Jamie, so I'm gonna pick Jamie. Can't stand that motherfucker. Solid Snake, what's going on? I didn't even know you were in a chat. Let me see if this counts for the trophy. I think. Oh, fuck. Okay, I got one victory on you, buddy. If this shit don't work, then it's gonna be like pulling teeth. Got you. That was easy. Let me go back to the trophies and see. I know I'm gonna be very disappointed, but okay. So what are we doing? We're going back here. Oh my God! It actually worked. Okay, so I can get that trophy out the way just by fighting the computer. Okay, so play this shit 20 times and win 20 times. Okay, at least I can get those two out the way. I'll be happy with that. So what is that? That's a silver and a gold. Cause I kind of like, I want to prepare myself for having a platinum. I don't love Street Fighter. I wouldn't say it's love, but I really like it. Okay. What is this? Gazing at the peak. See, again, these descriptions suck. If you want to match the one and only Jamie Sue, you better be early to the starting line. Give a tournament a shot. Oh, okay. So that's do the tournament. That's a tournament related. And then enter 5 tournaments. And then win 10 tournaments. So wait up. There's 1% on this and 1% on this? Bro, what tournament do they have on Street Fighter 6? I didn't even know they had tournaments open. You got tournaments? Where's the tournaments? No previous tournaments. There are currently no tournaments to view. See that right there? That's going to be a weird, stupid ass trophy. What is this? Fighting pass. I don't know what any of that stuff is. I'm gonna get those 2 trophies out the way and I'm gonna go back to the story mode. And I think I'm gonna just run through the story mode, but also do some side missions along the way. So I'm probably gonna stream. I don't know when though. It'll probably be soon, but I think I'm gonna take me a little break, rest my eyes. Everybody that showed out for it, thank you guys for being here. But again, my opinion still stands. Final Fantasy 16 is Game of the Year. It is definitely Game of the Year. I don't think it's gonna win from the Jeff Keighley Award Show or possibly other award shows. You know, what happens at Jeff Keighley's award show kind of gets followed up by other award shows. So it'll be Zelda or Starfield at Jeff Keighley's award show, and then maybe other award shows follow up. But Final Fantasy 16, for it to get looked over, as well as Spider-Man 2 and as well as Hogwarts, is going to be completely disrespectful to the developers and all the work and money that they put into those great masterpieces. But I mean, it is what it is. We saw it last year. We saw that Horizon Forbidden West was such a great game. I mean, if I could just go over and look at any of those pictures real quick, we saw Horizon Forbidden West was like literally that motherfucking game. I got, how many? Got 14 gigabytes of screenshots and video clips. Like, this game was truly like that, man. Just fucking phenomenal. It got completely disrespected because everybody liked Elden Ring. They liked it. Didn't mean it was the best game. Didn't mean it was the best looking game. It didn't mean it had a solid frame rate. It just, they liked it a lot. Damn, man, that shit sucks. Okay, everybody, I'm up out of here. I'll probably see y'all on Twitch around 8. So I'll send out a notification, at least on YouTube and Twitter, that I'll be live playing Street Fighter. And I don't think I'll be falling asleep, because if I start at 8, I should be able to get a lot out of the way. So. I man, Rich the Swag Lord back in the chat. What's going on? What the fuck? You guys are crazy in the chat. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 is gonna be just something unreal. It's like truly just phenomenal. Oh my god, I can't wait to play that shit next week. Oh man, I'm gonna get this Street Fighter shit out the way. And yeah, bro. That shit about to be dope. Okay, everybody, have a good night. I'll see y'all on Twitch if you want to watch my little journey for the Street Fighter 6. What am I doing over there? Just completion. I don't think I'll be able to get the platinum anytime soon. Dion 244641 is now following me. Big shout out to Dion from Kick. I am now simul streaming sometimes on Kick and on YouTube. So later tonight, I'll just be doing Twitch from the PS5. But thank you, Dion. Everybody else, have a good night. See you guys later on Twitch.